Welcome, everyone. Today, we're firing up our time machine and setting the dial for 2026. So why that year specifically? Because it's the predicted tipping point, the moment the electric car revolution stops being a promise for the future and becomes the reality of today. The tech, the price, the options, everything is ready to go mainstream. Let's take a look at what that world looks like together.
So you ready to get a glimpse of the future? We're going to take a quick tour of the automotive world just 2 years from now. We'll pop the hood to look at the tech, check out the global race for market dominance, and find out how your car is about to get way, way smarter. Let's jump right in.
All right, our first stop, the virtual auto show of 2026. This is where we see what people are actually driving. And that old idea that electric cars were just for early adopters or the super rich? Yeah, you can consider that ancient history. I mean, just look at the variety here. We're seeing super affordable city cars like the Dacia Spring and BYD Seagull flying off the shelves, the Tesla Model Y continuing its dominance in the midsize segment, and incredible luxury options like the BMW i5. The point is crystal clear. Whatever you're looking for, in 2026, there's a chart-topping EV waiting for you.
Oh, and for those of you thinking, but what about the thrill, the pure raw power? Well, how about this? The very first all-electric Ferrari is on the horizon, and the specs are just mind-blowing. 4 electric motors and over 1,000 horsepower. Yep, you heard that right. The prancing horse is going electric and it is not holding back.
Okay, let's step away from the showroom floor and look under the hood, because the real engine of this whole revolution, it's the battery. And in 2026, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. It's a full-on war of chemistries, with each one fighting for a piece of the market.
And this slide really sums up the competition perfectly. On one side, you've got LFP batteries. That's lithium iron phosphate. They're the safe, reliable, and affordable industry standard. Then you have solid state, the holy grail that promises insane range and lightning-fast charging, which is just starting its first real-world tests. And then you have the disruptor, sodium ion. This battery from CATL, which hit mass production in late 2025, is an absolute game changer. It uses cheap and abundant sodium, basically salt. That means no reliance on controversial minerals like lithium or cobalt. It works perfectly in extreme heat and cold, and its energy density is already on par with the LFP standard. This is the technology that makes EVs accessible to millions more drivers.
And the big question, what's the range? How far can this revolutionary, affordable battery actually go? A solid 500 kilometers on a single charge. That's more than enough for the vast majority of people. The era of making compromises is officially over. Okay, so we've got awesome cars and revolutionary batteries. But the 2026 revolution is about so much more than that. It's also about how we power our cars and how our cars can start to power our lives. Everybody, meet Vehicle to Grid, or VTG. Forget thinking of your car as just something that gets you from A to B. In 2026, with VTG becoming more common, your car becomes a giant power bank on wheels. It takes energy from the grid, sure, but it can also give it right back. And here's how you can actually use it. It's so simple. You charge your car at night when electricity is cheap. Then, during those peak evening hours, instead of buying expensive electricity, you can power your home directly from your car's battery. And, if you have energy left over, you can sell it back to the grid and make some money. Your car just became an active part of your household finances. And the car isn't just getting smarter about energy, it's getting smarter about everything. By 2026, AI is your co-pilot. It's running predictive maintenance to tell you about a problem before it happens, and it's optimizing your route not just for speed, but for maximum energy efficiency. And for anyone who still has that little voice in their head asking, but what if I run out of juice? Well, Europe's AFIR regulation is designed to put that fear to rest. It mandates a dense, reliable public charging station at least every 60 kilometers on major highways. Range anxiety is officially becoming a thing of the past. For our final stop, let's zoom out from the tech and look at the global picture. Who's leading this electric charge, and where is the fastest growth actually happening? This number says it all. In 2026, more than a quarter of all new cars sold in the world will be electric. That's a massive shift. This isn't a niche market anymore. This is the mass market, and the momentum is only building. But this adoption isn't happening at the same speed everywhere. This chart really tells the story. China is in a league of its own, with nearly 2/3 of its new cars being electric. Europe is accelerating with a solid 17%, while the United States follows at 7%. The global race has a very clear frontrunner. But the story doesn't end with the big three. Some of the most explosive growth is happening in unexpected places. In the Gulf states, for example, EV sales are doubling year over year, and owner satisfaction is through the roof. It just goes to show you that the electric transition is a truly global phenomenon.
So after our tour of 2026, it all comes down to one simple question. With more affordable options, game-changing batteries, a smarter energy grid, and a car for every single need, what's your next car going to be? The choice has never been so electrifying.
It has been so much fun taking this trip into the near future with you. The world of electric cars is moving at an incredible speed, and I hope you had as good a time exploring it with us as I did. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.